One more.
Sure.
Since the president didn't take questions from us either today or yesterday, can you tell us whether he can live with a smaller Build Back Better package or a package that doesn't have the child tax credit in it, or with only employed people qualifying for the child tax credit, which is what Senator Manchin says he wants?
Well, I can tell you that the president absolutely wants to get Build Back Better done. Go ahead.
Hey, Jen, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And since the president didn't take questions from us, we weren't able to clarify. He said to the vaccinated and boosted, quote, you can still get COVID, but it's very unlikely you'll be seriously ill, roughly what he said. Have we reached a point in the pandemic now where he's basically saying to Americans, accept the fact you may get the virus, but if you're vaccinated, it won't be that bad?
What he's saying to Americans is, we know there are going to be breakthrough cases. We've had them at the White House. We are seeing them across the country, and certainly elevated rates of cases in certain communities.
So thank you. Now I'm going to get this briefing started. Thank you very much. So.
Thank you.
You could just drop it.
And if all Americans get those free COVID tests,
Are you going to break up the big four meat packers, Mr. President?
all right, guys.
Thanks, guys.
You're confident in your public too? Thanks, guys. Thank you.
A couple of topics, if you don't mind. As you know, the anniversary of the opening of Guantanamo Bay Detention Facility is next week.
Yeah.
The president promised to close it. You reiterated that in February. What's taking so long?
Well, let me first say that the National Security Council continues to work closely with the Departments of Defense, State and Justice, and other departments and agencies to do exactly that. I would note, and I know this was put out during a very crazy holiday period of time, but in the President's statement on the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2022, he outlined that Section 1032 of the Act continues to bar the use of funds to transfer Guantanamo Bay detainees to the custody or effective control of certain foreign countries, and Section 1033 of the Act bars the use of funds to transfer Guantanamo Bay detainees into the United States unless certain conditions are met. And it's a long-standing position of the executive branch that those provisions unduly impair the ability of the executive branch to determine when and where to prosecute Guantanamo Bay detainees. In some circumstances, these provisions could make it difficult to comply with the final judgment of a court that has directed the release of a detainee. In addition, the limitations in Section 1032 of the Act constrain the flexibility of the executive branch with respect to its engagement in delicate negotiations with foreign countries over the potential transfer of detainees. There are only 39 remaining individuals at Guantanamo Bay, but I just wanted to highlight that piece that was in the NDAA statement because we feel it's obviously creating burden and a hindrance to our progress here.
So it's the transfer to the foreign countries that's causing delays, essentially.
Well, I think I listed three clear pieces there, and limitations on how funding can be used, and how this Section 1032 also limits at times how an individual can be released, as well as how we can negotiate and communicate with foreign countries about it.
Some of them have been waiting trials for years. Why is that taking so long?
Again, I would say this is what we see as one of the major, if not the major hindrance. Beyond that, I would point to the Department of Defense, but there are 39 remaining individuals there, and obviously our commitment continues to be to close Guantanamo Bay.